Okay, just reply me. Are the voice and screen clear? Just reply me small c small n. Just reply me small c small n. Yes, fine. Let everyone join. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let us try to understand the fundamental logic. Number of protons in 1 cm cube. But sir, 1 cm cube of water is 1 gram of water. Fine. Number of protons in 1 gram means number of protons in one molecule multiplied by number of molecules in 1 gram. Okay. Now, how many protons are there in one molecule? Sir, 1 plus 1 plus 8, 10. Now, number of molecules in 1 gram. Number of H2O molecules in 1 gram. Sir, 18 gram means Avogadro number molecules. 18 gram means Avogadro number molecules. Now make this 18 go to the right hand side. So it will become 1 gram. Make this 18 go to the right hand side. That will become 1 gram. 1 gram water equivalent to Avogadro number upon 18 molecules. Avogadro number upon 18. This will give you number of molecules in 1 gram. Okay, so in this way you will get number of protons in 1 cm cube. Call this as equation number 4. Call this as equation number 4. Do not do this calculation in between. Okay, calculations are to be done at final step. Intermediate calculations should not be done during MCQs because those are not asked. जे विचारले तेच calculate करायचं. Sir, in the question they give whatever substance, our answer is this type. Yes, 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 they might change the substance as well. Instead of saying H2O, they could have given NH3 molecule. So you could have for NH3 molecule you would have made chart like this: H, H, H and N. Find out the number of protons, put it here. That's why we are performing entire process. Of course, for NH3, 1 mole of NH3 equal to how many gram, that you have to calculate. Okay, this 18 will also change. Good, that is another type of question. So we are dealing with the question on the fundamental level. Okay, we could have found the answer directly, but we are dealing with it on fundamental level. Fine, sir. Now the final step. Therefore, write down protonic charge. Protonic charge is equal to number of protons multiplied by charge on single proton. What is the number of proton? Number of proton is this: 10 into Avogadro number divided by 18. This is the number of protons multiplied by charge on single proton. What is the charge on single proton? 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Final answer is going to be in coulomb. Fine, sir. So what are the calculations you need to do? This calculation: 10 upon 18 into, sir, Avogadro number 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Okay, multiplied by, sir, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. Okay, so this much calculation you have to do. Multiplying by 1.6, not a big deal. Multiplying by 10, not a big deal. Divide by 18, again not a big deal. So this is your calculation task. This is your task today. Do the calculation and you will send that calculation on the group. Okay, one single page photo. Fine. Now I am going to next question. Before that, just reply me CW, clear and written. Good. Good. Very good. चला बाळांनो पुढे जाऊयात. Next, write down the heading as next heading. Charging of a body. How to charge a body? How to give charge to the body? How to charge a body? Okay. Write down heading charging of a body. Write down heading charging of a body. Okay, fine. Let us see what is the meaning of charging. Let us see methods of charging. So write down charging of a body. Charging means, write down, charging means charging means charging means charging means giving charge to the body, giving charge to the body. Okay, म्हणजे बॉडीला चार्ज द्यायचा आहे, giving charge to the body. Fine. Now what is the meaning of giving charge to the body? We will understand. Now we can give the positive charge to the body, or we can also give negative charge to the body. Okay, now what are the methods to give the positive charge, what are the methods to give the negative charge to the body? Let us understand. Okay, write down methods, write down methods of charging. Okay, just keep on making notes. Methods of charging. Number 1, charging by friction. Charging by friction, just keep on making note. Charging by friction. Number 2, by conduction. Number 2 is by conduction. We can provide charge to the body by the method called as conduction. Okay, what is conduction? We will learn. Number 3, induction. By induction. What is induction? What is induction of charges? That we will learn. Number 4, thermionic ionization or thermionic emission. Okay, we will learn what is the meaning of what is thermionic emission. Thermionic emission or thermionic ionization. What is that? We will learn. Just keep on making a note. Number 5, field emission. Okay, now what is the field emission? Which field is to be applied? That we will learn. What is being emitted? That we will learn. Field emission. Fine, these are the methods by which a body can get charge. These are the methods by which a body can get charge. Fine. Number 1. Okay, let us deal one by one. Let us deal with the method one by one. Write down. By friction. Charging by friction. Okay, now let us try to understand how to charge the body by friction. You must have tried this in the childhood. Take a silk cloth. Okay, and rub the glass rod on it. Okay, sir. What happens? Glass rod becomes positively charged and the silk becomes negatively charged. So what happens is this: when two neutral bodies are rubbed against each other, try to understand, when two neutral bodies are rubbed against each other, electrons from one of the body are transferred to another body. Electrons from one body are transferred to another body. Okay, now from which body electrons are transferred to which body? That decision is very simple. See, silk, because of its chemical property, because of its structure, you can say, or because of its structure, atomic structure, or whatever that substance is there, silk can hold the electrons. Silk can hold the electrons more tightly than the glass. Silk can hold the electrons more tightly than the glass. So what happens when the glass and the silk are rubbed against each other? Some electrons from the glass are transferred to the silk. This is what happens during the friction. Now electron is a charged particle. So what happens when draw these diagrams. This is a glass rod. This is a silk cloth. What is happening? Some electron is a negative charge. So this negative charge is being transferred from the glass rod to the silk. From the glass rod to the silk. Initially silk was neutral. Initially silk was neutral. Now it has received some negative charge. So now the silk becomes negatively charged. Now the silk becomes negatively charged. And the glass rod, initially it was neutral. Glass rod, which was initially neutral, now it has lost some of its negative charge. So it will have excess of positive charge. Initially glass तर neutral होती. Initially glass was neutral. Number of proton equal to number of electron. So total charge was balanced. Glass was neutral. But now because of the friction, glass has lost some of the electrons. So proton count is excess. Now in the glass, proton count is excess. So the glass will become positively charged because it has lost electrons. So what has been transferred? Electrons have been transferred from the glass to the silk. Why this happens? Because silk can hold electrons more tightly than the glass. Is this clear? Everyone replied in the chat box. How charge can be given to the body by friction? A simple concept. These things you must have done in your childhood, right? लहानपणी केलं असेल, frictional electricity वगैरे, right? You might take a comb, a plastic comb, and you can just what I can say, you can rub that comb on the dry hairs. Again the charge transfer will take place, and then you can just slip those small pieces of papers with that rod. Okay, repeat the fourth one कुठलं बा? No, what are you asking? Right side चा fourth, right side चा fourth one. आता हे बघतोय बाळ, आता हे बघतोय. Right now we are dealing with the friction. Okay, we'll come to this. What is thermionic emission and all these things, we will come to that. Right now try to understand this. Now this is something called as charge transfer by friction. That's it. This is something called as charge transfer by friction. Now what happens during the charge transfer by friction? Electrons are transferred from which body to which body? The body which can hold electrons more tightly will accept electron, will attract electron, and the another body will lose electron. It is this simple logic. Okay, now which body can hold the electrons more tightly depends on the structure of the body. Okay, depends on the structure of the body, material of the body, whether it is glass, whether it is silk, whether it is silver, whether it is copper, and so on. Okay, it depends on its it depends on the material. Okay, material itself. Okay, fine. Okay, but sir, this friction can't transfer very high charge. This friction cannot transfer very high charge. Okay, why that will happen? Why it cannot transfer high charge? The reason is very simple. याची जेवढी टेंडन्सी असेल, टेंडन्सी टू एक्सेप्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन किती आहे बघा, टेंडन्सी टू गिव्ह इलेक्ट्रॉन्स केवढी आहे बघा. एव्हरी मटेरियल हॅज सम टेंडन्सी टू होल्ड द इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. This material, if this material has tremendous tendency to attract electron, then if you rub that material against some another material, then definitely it will pull out more number of electrons. Even the large charge transfer may take place, but generally that tendencies are almost equal. Okay, one has slightly lower, another has slightly more, so large charge transfer will not take place. Okay, these tendencies to hold the electrons are generally differ by very small amount. Okay, this is the reason behind it, because the tendencies to hold the electrons differ by very small amount. Fine. Let us discuss the next thing, charging by conduction. So write down number 2, charging by conduction. Okay, charging by conduction. Let's see what is the meaning of conduction. Okay, you should draw the diagrams which are being drawn by me. Very simple method it is. Charging by conduction. What is to be done? Is this. Okay, what is to be done is this. First of all, take one charged body. So write down here charged. Oh, let me write it like this. Let us take one charged body. This, let's say this body is positively charged. Okay, a body is positively charged. What does that mean? It contains less number of electrons than the total number of protons. Total number of electrons are less in count than the protons. Therefore, the effective charge on the body is positive. Effective charge on the body is positive because overall number of protons are more than the overall number of electrons in the body. Therefore, body is positively charged. Okay. Now there is one uncharged body, neutral body. Neutral body means what? Neutral body means total number of protons equal to total number of electrons. Total number of protons is equal to total number of electrons. Call this as step number 1. Call this as step number 1. Step number 2. Step number 2. Now take a good conductor of electricity. Now take a good conductor of electricity. What is the meaning of good conductor of electricity? Good conductor of electricity means the material which has low electrical resistance. Now what is the meaning of electrical resistance and what is the meaning of conductivity or conduction? Those things we will learn in the chapter called as current electricity. For time being, let us accept that some materials are called as conductors and some materials are called as insulators. Some materials are called as conductors, some materials are called as insulators. Okay. काय काय फॅक्ट सांगतोय तेवढ्या फक्त इनिशियली ऐका. ओके, इनिशियल 1 2 3 4 लेक्चर्स यू हॅव टू सिम्पली लिसन टू इट अँड ट्राय टू ऍक्सेप्ट द फॅक्ट्स. ओके, देन यू कॅन डिबेट विथ मी. ओके, नो डाउट. Fine. So there are some materials which are called as conductors, some materials which are called as insulators. Now the conductors have large number of free electrons. Conductor is electrically neutral. Total number of protons in the conductor is equal to total number of electrons. But the electrons in the conductor are free to move. They can move from one point to another point in the conductor. Okay. So such examples of conductors are aluminum, gold, silver, copper, iron. Generally metals are good conductors. Generally metals are good conductors. There are examples of non-metal, for example graphite, which is also a good conductor of electricity. Okay, so that being metal, being non-metal, that doesn't mean you are a conductor or insulator. But generally, as a rule of thumb, metals are good conductors of electricity. Most of the times you will find metals are good conductor of electricity. Metal, non-metal, this is different classification. Conductor, insulator, semiconductor, this is one different classification. Okay, try to understand in depth. Fine. So now let us take one good conductor. Okay, now this is a good conductor. Okay, not here. Step number 2. Now in this step number 2, what we will do is this. Positive, 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 positive. So this body is positively charged. This body was neutral. We want to transfer some charge on this body. Okay. Now what will happen is this. We will join these two bodies by means of a good conductor. What is this? This is a good conductor. Wire made of good conductor. Wire made of good conductor of electricity. Okay. Fine, sir. Now what will happen? The answer is very simple. This body will lose some of the electrons. See, during the transfer of charge, only electrons can be transferred. Protons are inside the nucleus. Those cannot be transferred. Protons are inside the nucleus. Atoms or nucleus do not get exchanged, do not get transferred. Atom किंवा nucleus कधी transfer होत नाही. What can be transferred during charge transferred? Okay, when the material is a solid substance, and there is a flow of charge and there is a transfer of charge, what is transferred? Only electrons are transferred. Atoms, molecules, or the nucleus, or the proton, or the neutron are not transferred. Only electrons are transferred. Now what happens is this. Okay, let me read the chat box. Sir, in clouds it is transferred. In clouds it is transferred. What is transferred in the clouds? Sir, I gave the reply before 10 minutes. Okay. Fine, 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 fine. Okay, now what I'm giving now what I'm writing is this this as a good conductor. I'm writing this as a good conductor. Now what will happen? This material being positively charged has more tendency to hold the electrons. So this material will lose the electron. This material will lose the electrons. So what will happen is this. So what will happen is this. Okay, after charge transfer, what will happen? Negative charge minus E, electrons will be transferred from this body to this body. So this body has lost some of the electrons. Initially it was neutral, now it has lost some of the electrons. Okay sir, now it has lost some of the electrons. So now it has more number of protons in count than the electrons. Now this body has more number of protons than the electrons. So now that body will become positively charged. That body will become positively charged, and some electrons from this body have been transferred here. So some positive charge and this this arrived negative charge, some positive charge and the arrived negative charge will compensate, will neutralize each other, and only few positive charges will remain there. Only few positive charges will remain there. Is that clear? This is how the body will be charged. Initially only this body was charged, now this body was uncharged. Initially this body was uncharged. Now by means of conduction phenomena, conduction, by using good conductor of electricity, we made this body positively charged. Reply me small c small m. Now you can reply me in the chat box. Clear and written. After the transfer of charge, you have to cut this conductor, or you have to simply take out the conductor. Clear? Method of conduction बाळांनो clear झाली? Very good. Sir, is it little bit like van der Waals forces? Van der Waals forces. How to relate this with van der Waals forces? No, Ansh, I cannot relate that with van der Waals forces. Van der Waals force means what? Any kind of interaction between two molecules is called as van der Waals forces, general interaction. It has different types. Fine, let us not relate this with the word van der Waals forces or something. Let us keep this as simple as possible. This is something where you observe the conduction, and because of the conduction of the electrons or the charge is being transferred to this body which was initially uncharged. This is the process called as conduction, and this is how initially uncharged body can now be charged. Okay, fine. Now let us move on to the next thing. Number 3, charging by induction. Okay, charging by induction. Third process. We know what is friction, we know what is conduction. Now let us learn what is induction. What is induction? Fine. What is induction? Let us rub all these things. Let us rub all these things. Fine, sir. Charging by induction. Now what is induction? Let's try to understand. Okay, there are two methods or two ways. Way number one, let us try to understand way number 1. Okay, what is induction? We will learn in between somewhere in the process. Okay, way number 1. First of all, take one charged body. They have shown it like this. Okay, fine. Let us take one charged body. Now this body is positively charged. What does that mean? It contains more number of protons in count than the number of electrons. So it is positively charged. Okay, sir, fine. Now take one neutral body. Okay, take one neutral body. Fine, this body is neutral. Now bring these two objects closer to each other. Step number 1 is this. Step number 2, bring these bodies closer to each other, but do not touch them each other. Okay, do not touch them each other. Do not allow them to touch each other. Okay, bring them close. Bring them close to each other. Fine, sir. We will bring them close to each other. Now what will happen? Let's see. Let us bring them close to each other. Now this body has electrons, this body has electrons. They cannot directly transfer to this body because air is a non-conductor of electricity. Air cannot conduct electricity. So these electrons are present in this material. This material being positive tries to attract the electrons because electrons are negative. This material is, this object is positive. You know, negative charge is being attracted by the positive charge. So what happens? The electrons are being attracted towards this positive charge, and this region contains more number of electrons than the protons. Okay, total number of electrons and protons are equal. As a whole, entire substance is neutral. But now in this region, electrons are gathered. They are being attracted by this positive charge. And in this region, total number of protons are less in count than the electron. So this region becomes positively charged. This region contains more number of electrons than the protons. Electrons more, charge negative. This region contains less number of electrons. So proton count is more. So this region becomes positively charged. Up to this, is that clear? Reply me in the chat box, small c, small n. Electron density will move. Okay, you can use that word. Electron density will move. Yes. Up to this, is that clear? Step number 2. बाळांनो बोला. एक मेथड समजून घ्यायला ना. Let us try to understand the words and their meaning. Not so difficult for you. You must be knowing all these things already, but let us try to understand in detail. एकदाच डिस्कस करूया. आयुष्यात परत कधी डिस्कस करायची गरज नाही लागली पाहिजे. Fine, sir. Fine. Now step number 3. What can be done? Step number 3. Try to understand. Step number 3. Let this be as it is. First body as it is. Now the charges have been separated in the second body. Yes, sir. This region becomes negatively charged. This region becomes positively charged. Now take one more neutral body. Now what you have to do? You have to take one more neutral body. Okay, and you have to connect that neutral body to this region. Then what will happen? Some of the positive charge will be neutralized because of the flow of electrons. Electron charge is minus E. Some electrons will flow from this neutral body because now there is wire, there is a good conductor. Now there can be flow of charges. So some electrons from this body will be lost. So this body will become positively charged, and some lost electrons will arrive here and they will neutralize some of the positive charge. Is that clear? Just reply me small c, small n. Now you have to take one more neutral body and you have to carry out the process of conduction. Fine, sir. Next, step number 4. Now there will be step number 4. If required, we may rejoin. Okay, if required, we may rejoin in the third meeting so that we can complete the discussion. Fine, sir. Now step number 4. Let me write it here. Step number 4. Step number 4 is, after the transfer of charges, cut this. After the transfer of charges, cut this and bring this positively charged object away. हा सुद्धा थोडासा लांब घ्या. Okay, make this positively charged object go away. Cut this conductor. Then what will happen? You will be having in the step number 4. You will be having a object. Having these many negative charges and positive charge like this. Okay. Now this has been taken away. This rope has been this conductor has been cut. Now you can observe total negative charge is more than the total positive charge. So this is equivalent to or equal to, you can write equal to A negatively charged body. A negatively charged body. So in this way, you can transfer the charge by induction. This process is called as induction process. Charge separation in the object without touching the object. We have not touched this object to this object, but still we have separated the charges in the object. So separating the charges in the object without touching the object by bringing a charged object near to the another object is called as induction. Okay, definition is not required. Try to understand the meaning of it. Okay, reply me in the chat box. Induction, is that clear? Induction बाळांनो clear झालं का? Ultimately this body became negatively charged. This body initially was neutral, now it is negatively charged. Clear? This body was initially neutral, now it is negatively charged. Now this bring this, now this take away this body, take away this body. Very good. Now sir, we understand the method of induction also. Fine. So this was way number 1. This was way number 1. There are 2 ways, okay, of charging by induction. Fine sir. First way we understood, step 1, step 2, step 3 and step 4. Fine sir. Next, way number 2. Way number 2, repeat the step number 1. Take one charge conductor, take one neutral conductor. Okay sir. Step number 2, repeat the step number 2. Bring them close to each other so that charge separation can take place. Okay sir, did the step number 2 also. Step number 1 and step number 2 are same. Step number 1 and step number 2 are same. Difference lies in the step number 3. Difference lies in the step number 3. Step number 3 is connect body to ground. Ground means earth. Ground means earth. So take a conductor like a copper or aluminium and connect the object to earth. How to indicate earth? By this symbol. How to indicate ground? By this symbol. This is a symbol of ground or earth. This is a symbol of ground or earth. We are connecting the object to ground or earth. We are connecting the object to ground or earth. Instead of connecting this to another object, instead of connecting this to another object, now we are connecting it to ground. So what happens? From the ground there will be electron transfer. From the ground there will be transfer of negative charge. Negative charge will be transferred from the ground. Okay sir. In this region some negative charge will gather. Again the step number 4. This negative charge, this arrived negative charge will neutralize some of the positive charge. So these many negative charge, some less number of positive charge, ultimately object becomes negative. Write it down and reply me in the chat box. Clear and written, CW. Only difference lies in the step number 3. Ground means earth. Symbol of earth. Grounding or earthing means what? Connecting your object to the ground by using a conductor. Connecting your object to the ground by using a conductor means earthing or grounding. Just reply CW. Method of induction, second way. Friction झालं, conduction झालं, now induction. Now we learned induction. Third was induction. There were 2 ways of induction. Way number 1, here you will use another object, and way number 2, in the first way you use another object and then a conductor in between them. Now instead of using another object, use ground. Just connect this wire to the ground. That will also result into the same thing. Okay, very good. Fine. Next. What was the 4th thing? 4th thing was thermionic emission. Okay, so 4th thing is thermionic emission. Let us try to understand what is thermionic emission. Fine sir, let us understand. Write down. Thermionic emission. Thermionic Emission, fine. What is thermionic emission? Write down. When a metal is heated, when a metal is heated, when a metal is heated, some electrons gain the energy, of course it is thermal energy, okay, and ultimately that results in the increase in the kinetic energy of electrons. That kinetic energy becomes so high, when a metal is heated, some electrons gain the energy, and that energy is so high, gain the energy and come or emerge out of the metal. This we have observed with some metals, okay. So let's say this is a metal, let's say this is a piece of metal, we are heating the metal, okay, and what we have observed is this, okay, because of this heat, because of this thermal energy, electrons are coming out of this. Electron means negative charge, okay, electrons are coming out of this metal. Initially the metal was neutral, but because of the heating, it has lost some of its electrons. Those electrons have very high kinetic energy. Those electrons have very high energy that now the metal cannot hold those electrons. Those electrons have very high energy, they have absorbed the thermal energy. Now they can go out of the surface of the metal, they can leave the metal, okay, and thus the remaining metal becomes positively charged. This is called as thermionic emission, okay. You heat the object, some of the electrons will escape from the object, so the remaining metal will become positively charged. Got it? Reply me in the chat box. Meaning of thermionic emission. Because of heating of the metal, it emits electron. This is called as thermionic emission. Therma means heat. Because of heat, there is emission of electrons. Why? Because electrons gain sufficient energy that now the metal is unable to stop them from escaping the surface. They can come out of the surface. CW. Reply me in the chat box. CW. Good. Very good. If required, we may rejoin. Okay. If required, we may rejoin. Okay. All of us will rejoin. Okay. If required, we will rejoin. Very good. Now, sir, we understand the method of thermionic emission also. Fine. Next is one more thing is there. One more kind of emission is also there. Write down there. Number 5. Photoelectric